collapsed and it was flat on the deck. Got to put my washers on. Finished. Welcome guys to this week's episode. We've decided to redo the GPS and radio station. You're wondering what he's holding there. He's not begging, honest. It's actually a template. What we've done is Davey's just marked up. Hang on, we're getting all confused here. Back up. This is what's just happened. We've just pulled it all to bits. We've actually tested it now. That's the main reason for doing this. When I originally put it in, I made I would blame someone. Have you been out rum again? Give me a second, guys. I'll come back to you. It's an absolute disaster, this. See you in a second. Well, a few days have passed. Davey's been to rehab. He's all good now. You're all good, aren't you? He's all good. Yeah, pirate rehab for alcoholics. Didn't know there was such a thing, but apparently there is. So yeah, we'll go back to what I actually originally started to say. We've decided to redo the actual nav station and the radio. When we originally did it last time, we made a boo-boo. We cut it all wrong. But it was only a temporary thing as well, because the actual test run was to make sure that the angle's right. So if I'm sat on the opposite side from it were at enough angle, sort of outwards, that I could physically see the screen from the other side, depending how you're steering at the time. So makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, makes sense. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set out a frame now, and that's what this is. We've actually just marked out the actual original layout of it, and then we're just going to use this as a mock-up to build in a frame now. So I'm just going to build a frame somewhat to that sort of shape, and then we're going to screw it on, and then later on, I think for now I'll just put a bit of epoxy resin on top of the surface just to seal it in a bit for now. And then when I get a chance later on, I'm going to actually look to fiberglass the actual shape in and mould it all to the actual boat so it looks the part then, and we'll get it all nicely painted. So here goes. I'll show you what I'm up to next. So I didn't show you the last stage because it was just a bit of make it up as you go along. So what I've done is I've got a piece of thin ply like that, cut it to a rough area of what I want, got a rough angle of where I need to angle it so when it sits on the angle then. And then what I'm going to do is, I've not got the fiberglass material to do this at the minute, so I'm just going to fabricate this into some shape ready for when I can put my chart plotter and my radio back on it. So it's only a rough guide for now, so I'll do something, get it all shaped nicely, and then we'll get some fiberglass probably in about a month or two's time, and then I'll do that because there's no rush at this point. We're not going anywhere. Winter's about approaching. We're in September now, beginning of September, so September 2020 for record purposes. So are you happy with that, Davey? I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that? And I'll come back to you in about a month or two's time. Sadly guys, shortly after this was filmed, the UK went back into another lockdown whereby movement was for essential reasons only: work, social bubbles or food shopping. The good news guys is we did manage to film the windows. Next episode we reframe the windows and tidy the internal to make it look a lot prettier than where it was, and a bit more homely. Enjoy Madventure fans, catch you next time. Don't forget, ding the bell, share with your mateys. Catch you soon.